Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Saturday, early afternoon in my world, and it is storming here. You can see it is a little gloomy out there. I don't know if you'll hear any thunder. It has been thundering a little bit, but something in my eye. But hopefully my microphone will not pick up any of the thunder or outside noise. My weather issues aside, we do have a new Amberlynn video today. Well, old for you guys, new for me. This one is titled My Moving Plans, Old Amberlynn, Trolling, and My Relationship. And this is a being interviewed by you. So the last video, 2 videos ago, was her opening P.O. Box packages, which I did not watch. I haven't reacted to it. I haven't watched it. I'm not going to react to it, more than likely. I'll watch it eventually. But we do have this new video from Amberlynn today, and I recall her about a year ago. They were talking about moving when the lease was up, but they've stayed here. So, and they're probably going to continue to stay here until after Amberlynn's surgery, at least. So this will be interesting, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey guys, so
hey,
welcome to
Amberlynn.
the video. I figured we would do being interviewed by you, which was a vlog segment that I had in my vlogs. I figured we would do that separately, just like in the same way I'm doing P.O. Box time separately. You guys wouldn't believe how many times I've had people contact me and say, can I interview you? Whether it be for articles or like other people's YouTube or podcasts. I am just very shy. I am a very shy
Are you though?
person.
I mean, I understand that. I'm not the most outgoing of people either, so.
I know it doesn't seem that way because I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't know.
Understandable.
Talking to a camera, which I know will eventually be in front of a large audience, is very different than like talking to someone in person or like a one-on-one. I just am very shy.
It really is. Same thing for me. Talking to people is more difficult in person. I do have to do it quite frequently when I travel for work. I had to do it when I taught. I had to do it at university, and I got more used to it. When I was in high school, I could not speak in front of a class. It was, I mean, I could, but it was I'd get sweaty and hot and nervous, and I could feel my face turning red, and I would stutter more. So I totally get it. Being able to just look at a camera thing here, is much easier to talk to than talking to a person. So I absolutely get that.
It is what it is. That's just who I am as a person. So I figured instead of doing that, I'll just give my audience the opportunity to interview me. So if you go to my Instagram, hi, I'm Bambi, you can go there and send me voice memos and ask me anything you want. But do make sure it's under 30 seconds. Just for video purposes, and I know people's attention spans are kind of short. 2023, TikTok's popular. Short form content is very much like popular nowadays, but I just prefer the long stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just a comment.
You know what I'm saying? Man? No, I prefer her interview videos to be shorter. This one is 21 minutes, so we're probably going to get a good 10 to 15 questions. Sorry, it's lightning here.
Compromise a little bit, just keep it under 30 seconds. All right, let's get into it.
Hi, Amber. My name is Macy. My mother, Shirley, and I are huge fans of yours. We watch your videos together all the time. I'm just curious, what is your absolute biggest goal in your life right now? Through the years, we've seen you lose weight, have big weight loss goals, move, have different love interests in your life. What is your biggest goal? Is it weight loss surgery? Is it to move out of state? Is it to marry Feline? I'm so curious. Thank you so much.
My biggest goal right now is really working on like healing myself.
Weight loss surgery.
Trauma. I was recently diagnosed with PTSD, and that has been really hard. Therapy has been very hard. It's not just like a once a week type of deal. I have to deal with it every single day. And it's just once a week where I get to sit down with my therapist and talk to him. But he is actively having me do therapy type of things every single day. And I feel like it's really helping. So that is a really
therapy
big
homework
goal for me right now. Obviously, on top of that, weight loss surgery, just improving my health in general is very, very important to me. Thank you so much for the support and for the question.
Hey, girly pop. I was just curious as to what your top 3 songs by Banks are.
Hey, girly pop. Sir, I have an eyelash apparently just going completely rogue right now. I'll be right back.
Love. Mwah.
Okay, first of all, girly pop. That is so cute. And I don't know what it is, but I love your voice. Yeah. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Banks is
Probably because it sounds like wifey. Kind of that deep, velvety kind of voice, which I can't do.
like one of my top favorite singers ever. The way that she sings and the way that her melodies
I don't think I've heard a single song by Banks.
are and her lyrics, I'm obsessed. And to have to choose 3 top songs by her is hard because I literally want to say every single song that she has ever made are the winners. Like, it's just beautiful. It's very rare for me to like an artist so much that I enjoy every single one of their songs, but it's true. Every single one of her songs is a masterpiece. But just so I can answer this question, I am going to say 3 of her songs that I absolutely adore, which is all of them low key, but I'm just gonna say 3. Stroke, Contaminated, and Fuck 'Em Only We Know. So that's 3, but I'm telling you, every single song she's ever done is perfection.
Hey girl, so I've been following you pretty consistently since the pandemic started, and I watch all your videos right from your channel. I don't watch them via reactors, but I do.
Oh, she watches Amberlynn directly. Good for her.
Question for you about your intentions, because in the past you have mentioned that you sometimes troll, and I'm wondering if you think you're more genuine these days, or do you still troll a little bit? Thank you so much.
I, without a doubt, have always admitted that in the past I trolled a lot, and it was just to add some humor to my channel. And obviously, I wanted views. I wanted to be able to use YouTube as my job. Like, I wanted that sort of attention at the time, and I never wanted to troll in any harming way.
A lot of her trolling, though, involved her weight and eating and food and whatnot. So
I definitely never did. It was always just like stupid stuff, like I want to marry orange chicken. Like, come on now. No. But nowadays, yes, I am without a doubt more genuine. I've always clearly had a genuine side of me, always. Throughout every single year that I've been on YouTube, every single video, there's always been a genuine side of me. I've always shown that. I just feel like now, trolling isn't worth it, because I realized that instead of people finding humor in it, it just created a bad taste in people's mouths, which is really unfortunate because I was never trying to create a community that hated me because I trolled. And I don't want that anymore. I gotta be honest. Now I'm afraid to be silly, to be myself, to say and do stupid things. That's who I am. That is who I am as a whole without trolling. And I just feel like
saying and doing stupid things.
Because of my past and my troll era, like no one really takes me seriously. I had a vlog recently where the whole thing was just like total genuine, and people were saying how the whole thing was a troll. And I'm just like, ooh. We're at a time where if you think I'm trolling, maybe it's because you want me to be. Because I feel like I'm so detached from old Amberlynn and like who I used to be, and the ways that I would go about my YouTube channel is like so different now, while still filming the same content. I just feel like I'm more genuine. I am trying to open up more, and I'm trying to show less of,
Are you, though?
like, the freak show aspects of what people have always wanted to see. It's just in the past, I just felt so like I had to be like this trolly freak show version of myself because I felt like that's what got me the more views. That's what it seemed like my audience wanted. And it's just really confusing now because it's like people are like, we don't want that, we don't want that. But then it's like in the past when I would do that, that's what people would enjoy and what they would click on and stuff. So we are currently in a stage here where I am trying to transform my channel into something different. And it's been really hard because I feel like
people still have views of you as lying about things and trolling, and that's probably not going to change. She has seemed to be trying to open up a little bit more, but not too much in her videos in the past few months when it comes to therapy and weight loss. But I will say there are people that no matter what Amberlynn says, they're going to think she's lying about it. It just doesn't matter, point blank. Anything she says, they're not going to believe her, whether she's being truthful or not. And that's because of what she's done in the past. So I think for a lot of people, it's just not going to matter.
I'm detached with who I used to be doesn't mean like everyone else is. Everyone still brings up old Amberlynn, old past situations, who I used to be, etc., etc. And it's really hard. And it's been really hard for me to grow and move on, honestly. Thank you so much for the question.
So I would say I would like to see Amberlynn grow and change and move on. People do change. People grow up, people change their views. So when people bring up things, well, you said and did this, 7 years ago, they may not be the same person they were 7 years ago. Which, just really quick, I know Destiny has posted some videos with hot tea about Amberlynn. I haven't watched those yet, but I will be doing a video on those. My thing with that is, how hot can her tea be when they've been broken up for like 7 years? People change, people do grow. I would hope they do. And I think Amberlynn wants to, but then there are videos, like there's one recently, a month or so ago, where she's talking about, I can't even remember, but I remember saying that she hasn't really changed or grown as much as I would have liked to have seen, because her views, it was the Shrimpgate video, I think. Her views and the way that she looks at things and the way she attacks her viewers on certain things, she hasn't shown any growth. Occasionally we'll see glimmers of her starting to grow and change, but then she'll say and do something that kind of negates it completely. So I would agree that I would like to see Amberlynn change and grow, and I think people should give her the opportunity to, but we need to start seeing the changes.
Hi, okay. I don't know if this is going to make it into your video, but I do hope it does. So, do you have any plans to move still? Or is that kind of on pause? Do you have like an announcement city? We'd love to know. We're all very into it.
Yeah, I totally, so many people want me to move. I totally get it. Like seeing the same like environment, like moving vlogs are so fun. And I wish I could have done moving vlogs when I moved here, but I literally had to move so fast. It was like 2 to 3 days before I had to go under for invasive surgery because I had cancer. So I didn't film any of it at all. But with this next move, definitely gonna happen. So I was going to move. I had a spot I wanted.
Last year.
I was planning it, the whole nine. Some personal things started happening, some health things started happening. There were things that were preventing me from moving, especially like number one, high. I was on a lease. I don't like breaking contracts. So I was waiting for that to end. And then when it finally did, that's when like the health things started happening. And I realized I really want weight loss surgery. Like that is number one on my list. And where I want to move is drastically far away from the surgeon that I want. So I had to choose between moving or weight loss surgery. And I chose my health first. I chose weight loss surgery first. So once I get weight loss surgery, once I heal from weight loss surgery, once I get the A-OK to move, then I will be moving. And it will be out of state. I'm just not so sure that I'm going to be sharing where I'm moving until I'm actually like there and settled and like happy and thriving. But I will be moving, but right now it is on pause. And thank you so much for the question.
Hey Amber, longtime fan, first time caller. I've been living abroad, specifically Japan, for coming up on 8 years now.
Wow.
And I've been using your videos with my friends back in the States as a way to kind of keep bonding with them and kind of watching your journey together, especially through the pandemic. And I was just wondering, I know you mentioned you have out of state friends before. I was just wondering how you bond and keep contact with them. Anyway, love you. Bye.
Aw, I love that you bond with your friends over me. Like, that's so cute. I do have out-of-state friends, and I will say, it sucks. Like, it sucks so bad that, like, everyone you love or everyone you want to be around are the people that are far away from you. And I just make sure, like, it's not like a daily thing, because I know we're all adults now. Like, it's not like high school where you can, like, text every day, like, hey, we're adults, we have our own things going on, but, like, weekly check-ins. There's an app that's actually amazing. I don't know if like different countries have it, but I do recommend it. It's called Marco Polo. It's so amazing. It's like you can send however long you want videos to each other that is kind of like FaceTime, but you do it on your own time, and they're able to like pause it and press play and respond when they want. It's a mixture of like a personal YouTube between you and your friend / FaceTime / Snapchat. I guess that's the best way I can describe it, but I recommend that. Yeah, I understand it's super hard to like keep that like connection when it's long distance. But just make sure you check in with one another and do things together. Like I have a friend that's out of state, and we're actually currently reading a book together. Well, we haven't started it yet. We just recently both bought it today, and we're gonna have like a little mini book club together, just things like that. But thank you so much for the question.
So the sun's starting to come out now, but I have the same issue. Like my best friends in Denver, another really good friends in Michigan. I have friends that are still overseas in different countries. Facebook was the way that I was able to keep up with people, and I don't do Facebook as often anymore, but I still do. You'll see on my YouTube channel there are some Galaxy truckers. That's me and my best friend Doug and our other friend. Alyssa playing Galaxy Trucker, and it's a lot of fun. We try to do that every few weeks just to have a night to play together. Um, we have a group chat on Google. I think it's Spaces, where we message each other periodically. Doug and I have a phone call every few weeks just to chit chat and catch up a bit. Um, Discord. I have friends on Discord that I keep. My other gaming friends. It's it's very hard to keep up with people and maintain relationships whenever you get older and you move states. It's very challenging, but I also don't like to feel like I'm bothering people. But yeah, just being able to text or have a phone call periodically, and just to catch up is really beneficial for me personally.
Recording this multiple times because I ramble so much. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I used to be a hater and I used to consume a lot of the content from reaction channels. And I think that the negativity really impacted my life. And I decided one day to stop consuming it altogether, and it really helped me. And I think that says something. That's it.
So I normally
So, not our reaction channels are negative. I mean, Zachary Michael really isn't negative. I'm not negative, really, I don't think. I can be critical. Um, I don't really watch any others. um, Shakara can be a little rude and mean sometimes. Um, Tree Boy, he's does he doesn't really do Amberlynn reactions, but he does some other ones, like to Sarah Young Dumb Honey Bun. But yeah, the ones that I watch aren't negative or hateful because I don't think there's a reason to be super hateful, or to try to stir up drama and shit like Oh Lordy It's Jordy was, or the way Karina Kaboom does sometimes. So
like skip over ones like this. I normally just like listen to them and I'll reply back. I'll like type because I like to just respond to like questions. But I will say I'm going to keep this in here because this is actually something that I completely relate to as well. Because there was a time where I would watch reaction channels all the time because I was curious, like, what rumors do I have to clear up? What's being said about me now? And I noticed my mental health was so bad. It was so bad. The negativity that reaction channels create and their
not all of them, I will say. But there are some that are pretty hateful though.
community creates, it
Excuse
really
me.
is detrimental to people's mental health without a doubt. I have had so many people reach out to me and say this exact thing. So I just want to say thank you so much for just being empowering and telling yourself, you know what? I know what is causing this. I know what is causing my mental health to be bad. So I am going to step away and I'm going to stop engaging. And I love that for you. That is powerful. And I just wish you nothing but the best. And thank you so much for opening up.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Okay, so hi Amber. So I'm talking to a 21-year-old, and my friends think it's wrong. I lost my virginity to a 24-year-old. I'm 16 years old. And I was just wondering your opinion on it and the age gaps. I think it's fine with 21 years. I would never speak to a 16-year-old when I was 21. But I was just wondering what you think.
Sorry, wait,
What?
you're 16 speaking to a 21-year-old, but you as a 21-year-old wouldn't speak to a 16-year-old. I think you might have answered your own question. That 21-year-old needs to find someone else their age.
Hi, Amberlynn.
I couldn't quite catch that one, but that I think that's what the person said. Now, I will say, when I was 15, I was dating a 21-year-old. I didn't accept or know that I was gay yet. I mean, I thought maybe I kind of liked girls too, but it was a guy. Yeah, when I was 15. So
And I was just curious. A lot of your supporters definitely have their own stuff, like businesses or whatnot. And right now, I'm actually currently writing a story, a book, and I am going to send it to you regardless because I am a fan and I know you love reading. And I was just wondering if you'd be willing to promote or review. I mean, if your fans send you stuff, is that something you'd be willing to do? I'm just curious. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt, I am willing to support. And good luck on writing a book. That is also
good luck.
a goal
Yes,
that I have.
the challenge.
Something that I do dream about and I've always dreamt of.
Amberlynn, do you have any tips on how to not give into temptation and how not to binge? I hope you're having a good day and happy Easter.
Temptation
Amberlynn doesn't binge.
is hard, without a doubt. The biggest advice I can give is just to accept the discomfort, that feeling you get when like
Back to the discomfort. Sit with that discomfort.
really, really want to like overeat or like you said, binge, whatever it may be. Just like that bad feeling you get. Like I know like it's hard to explain. So I might be explaining it kind of bad, but that just like that feeling inside of you where it feels like, oh my God, I need to have this. Oh my God, just don't do it. Don't do it. When you get that feeling.
1 second. I needed to blow my nose. So, telling someone to just don't do it when they have a binge eating disorder or an issue like this isn't always going to work. Now, it could work with if you're at the store, just don't go down that aisle that would tempt you to buy things that you don't want to be eating or that you shouldn't be eating in large amounts. But there are other ways to cope and deal with things. If you get that urge to binge, maybe go for a walk or do something else, read a book, do something to take your mind away from that I want to eat. Or, talk to a therapist to find ways to deal and cope with this. I would not be asking Amberlynn because she never dealt with her binge eating disorder, and now apparently she doesn't have binge eating disorder.
Do something you love instead. Like literally stand up, leave the spot that you're currently at, walk away from it, and do a different activity. It could be literally anything.
Well, there we go. Maybe she did listen to some things her therapist told her, maybe.
Turn on a TV show, start doing jumping jacks, listen to your favorite song, dance around to it, color, anything until that feeling passes. And I promise you, it will amaze you how strong you actually are. And I know you can do it. And thank you so much for the question.
Hi, Amberlynn. I've been a fan for a while. My question is, what would be your biggest accomplishment in all these years on YouTube? Thank you.
I would say that like my biggest accomplishment on YouTube is like reaching over 200,000 subscribers. Like, what? I didn't expect to even get 1,000. Like, I remember.
Oh, what? Yeah, and maybe a third of those actually watch her videos, it looks like. She routinely gets around 50,000 average, I would say, views, which is pretty great. I mean, I would love to get 50,000 views.
When I reached 300, I remember this so well. I thought it was so cool.
I've hit 350 and I'm amazed. I would love to hit 1,000. Who knows if I will, but I would love to hit 500 by the end of the year, but I have 350. What?
Because I remember sharing it with someone and I just thought it was so special. I was like, yeah, I have like 300 subscribers. Like, I thought it was so cool. And, that was back when I was like 23. I don't know. God, I've been on YouTube forever. I think I might have been 22. But like now I'm 32 years old. I have over 200,000 subscribers. People are still watching me and enjoying my content. Like, that means so much to me. And that's like a big
enjoy
accomplishment.
is a
like,
relative
for sure.
term.
Thank you so much for the question.
Hi, Amber. I was wondering if I could, ask you a question about how are you and wifey doing? Are you two doing good? Well, I shouldn't say wifey, but I was just so used to you saying it. But I just want to ask how you two doing, and I love you two very much.
Oh, thank you. I love you. Me and Feline are doing really, really good. So thank you so much for asking. Like, I notice that with therapy, so many different aspects of my life is improving. And that includes the relationship I have with Feline. So it just feels really good. Like, I recommend therapy. Like, I know I've always said therapy isn't for everyone. And I want to say I still stand by that, but I almost feel like that might not be the case anymore. I think that once you really want it and once
I think therapy can be for everyone. There's always just even somebody to talk to,
you finally find a therapist you connect with, therapy's for everyone. And it can be if you like put in the work. You just have to find your therapist. You have to find the right one. Thank you so much for the question. And by the way, I know people are going to twist that. I'm not saying our relationship prior to therapy was bad in any sense. I'm just saying that like I have a lot of trauma I have to work on that plays out in several aspects of my life. And my relationship was one of them. Example, just like learning to trust somebody is so hard for me. And I feel like with therapy and just like talking about trauma, et cetera, has helped me so much more.
Hi, Amberlynn. I'm a new viewer of yours,
and I've been watching you for like 2 months now, and my question is, why do you keep focusing on like the negativity instead of the positivity? Thank you again. Bye.
Welcome to my channel. I hope that you stay.
Somebody else asked this recently.
I have tried to talk about this in the past, and I think it's really just because I feel like the negativity is so much louder. It's there the most, and it's just like there. It's like literally just there in your face. And
if you wouldn't give it attention, it might not be there as much. They want the attention, and if you keep giving it to them, then it's going to keep being there.
I do talk a bit about this in therapy, and it's very common for people who went through a lot of trauma in the past, to like focus a lot on the negative, especially when you're suffering with like anxiety and other things. Like I have a lot that I am like not talking about. That's normal for any YouTuber, and I don't mean to like use that as any excuse or whatever, but I just get really overwhelmed, and it's just like constant. It's just like I feel like I'm constantly emotionally and mentally like beat up on, and it's really, really hard for me. And I just feel like it's easier to stand up for myself sometimes than to ignore it. And I'm trying so hard to work on it, and I am never going to be perfect. I'm never going to just completely, utterly 100% ignore the hate, but I know that I can get better at reacting, and reacting less and less and less. That's very important to me. And I know it's important to my supporters who follow me, who love me, and who like me, and who want to see me do well and to focus more on the positivity. So I know that's like a flaw that I have that I need to work on. And I promise I will start doing better, but I will never be perfect. And thank you so much for the question. Okay, you guys.
So I will say that if you do feel like you're being attacked, it is a natural response to want to defend yourself. However, Amberlynn gives the negative a lot of attention. And I think if she would stop doing that, then maybe some of it would start to go away, or would be lessened if she just ignored it. I don't know. You know, because like I said before, she does get some pretty nasty comments from people. I mean, there are some constructive criticisms. Those would be helpful for her, but there's flat out rude and hatefulness you can ignore.
So we're going to do one more question. So let's see who the lucky interviewer is.
Hi, Amberlynn, longtime fan. My question is, if you could invite 5 people who are currently living to a group dinner at your house, who would you invite? The catch is nobody who's already part of your life. So not your lovely girlfriend or your family or friends, but people who you don't already know. You know, famous people, authors, that sort of thing. Love you.
Ooh, I love the creativity. Okay, wow. 5 people I don't know. Miley Cyrus, Banks, Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler, Blake Lively. All right, thank you guys so much for this. I hope the interview...
Adam Sandler, really? Huh.
Viewers get excited when they see that I chose their question. Thank you guys so much for being wonderful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Alrighty, well those were some questions from some of Amberlynn's viewers. Some were I got the hiccups. Some were interesting. You know, nothing too crazy in depth or, you know, like, wow, really? But a couple of questions in there at least. I can't, off the top of my head, think of anything else to say about any of them, so we're gonna leave it at that. I haven't asked this for a while, but do all those YouTubey things. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz. I would love to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So that'll give us, what is it, May? That'll give us, you know, 7.5 months, approximately 6.5 months, 7.5 months to get to 500. Maybe we can do it. A lot of you aren't subscribed that watch my videos. I see you. I see my analytics. Why don't you go ahead and hit that button down there? But all that being said, not much else to say in this one, so I hope you have an amazing and lovely rest of the weekend, and until next time, be safe and take care.